This one is what they lined up for, Mike. Bill Goldberg and Meng, two of the legitimately toughest guys in World Championship Wrestling. No question.
Well, Scott, if you put it down on paper, you have to rate Bill Goldberg and Meng as maybe the two most physically intimidating, physically dominant wrestlers currently active today. The power and the intensity that both of these men bring to the ring. You see that Jimmy Hart is mentioning the Tongan Death Grip, and maybe that really brings it down to its most basic. It's the Tongan Death Grip of Meng against the jackhammer of the undefeated Bill Goldberg.
This will be Goldberg's toughest test to date, no question about it. We've seen Meng end a lot of undefeated streaks here in World Championship Wrestling, but Goldberg is hot as a firecracker. He has not lost since his debut in WCW, and that jackhammer has taken out more men probably that could fill up the arena here in Thibodeau. Oh boy.
You know, Scott, maybe Bobby Heenan put it best this past Thursday on Thunder right here on TBS. He said from this point on, we are going to refer to him as Mr. Goldberg.
Mr. Goldberg and Meng. It's the main event on WCW Saturday Night. The two toughest men will battle it out. It's our main event, and it's coming up next. When they cut out professional wrestlers from the mold, this may be the two men they had in mind. Bill Goldberg, Mr. Goldberg, if you will, pardon that expression, and Meng. It's the main event on Saturday night. Meng shoots him in. Goldberg ducks under. Clothesline doesn't even budge Meng.
Oh, what a great move that time by Goldberg, scissoring the leg. You'll see him often use, in addition to his wrestling tactics, a form of submission wrestling based in Russia called Sambo that he is very familiar with. You know, there's been some talk, Scott, that WCW is looking into forming a tough man division, much like we have the cruiserweight ranks, much like there's a tag team division. And I think if that does come to pass, Meng and Bill Goldberg would certainly have to be two of the favorites. Double leg takedown by Goldberg, just planted Meng.
The old spine buster that Arn Anderson made famous many years ago. It's still effective as Mr. Goldberg right across the throat of Meng, and Jimmy Hart at ringside is not happy. He's used to Meng coming in and just taking over, but then again, so is Goldberg.
What a physical matchup between these two. And I think the key to success for Meng here is to extend this matchup. Bill Goldberg, in his long winning streak, has been destroying opponents. Matches last maybe a minute, minute and a half. If Meng is able to keep Goldberg at an extended period, get him past, say, the 5-minute mark, the 10-minute mark, then I think the advantage goes to Meng.
No question about it, Goldberg has not been tested much past that 2 or 3 minute mark. Meng knows how to extend a wrestler. He will make Goldberg pay throughout this entire match, and if Goldberg can withstand the onslaught of Meng for more than 3 or 4 minutes, then Goldberg is tougher than even I thought he was. You heard the crowd chanting Goldberg here in Thibodeau on Saturday night.
And Scott, we are now just over a half an hour away from making professional wrestling history. It's the Boston Brawl. It's the Fleet Center tonight in Boston, Massachusetts, and you can get all the direct, real audio from that event, the play-by-play, all the backstage news at WCWWrestling.com.
Mark Madden and me, Gene Okerlund, on the internet at WCWWrestling.com for the very first pay-per-listen event. History being made on the internet tonight by WCW, and that is a historic clothesline in the corner by Goldberg. It's one I'm sure Meng won't forget, and we haven't seen Meng taken apart like this in a while either.
You know, there is so much talk around the locker room about J.J. Dillon's recent edict banning the powerbomb in any form, as well as the follow-up talk with the $50,000 fine that was leveled against Kevin Nash. I have yet to receive any kind of an update on the Giant and his condition.
Right. No information at all. The powerbomb is now banned by James J. Dillon and the WCW Executive Committee, but regardless, that doesn't do the Giant a lot of good. He's still on the shelf, still laid up. No telling how long he's going to be out, thanks to Kevin Nash. And what about Thunder when Kevin Nash powerbombed the referee Charles Robinson? We haven't heard anything about an additional fine to Kevin Nash. NWO corporate better get that checkbook out. They're going to have to write another big one thanks to Kevin Nash.
Well, I'm sure the WCW Executive Committee is looking over that situation. Maybe we'll have an announcement upcoming this Monday on Nitro on TNT from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio.
San Antonio has seen nothing like what's going to happen Monday night on Nitro. The Alamo Dome, no doubt, will be jam-packed as Nitro invades San Antonio. Knife-edge chop across the chest of Goldberg. No effect. Look at the face. Look at the intensity in the eyes on Bill Goldberg.
What a showdown between these two monsters. And Goldberg fights out of the corner. Series of rights and lefts, and he's got Meng rocking, but he doesn't take the big man off his feet.
Goldberg, we're about 4 minutes into this match, Iron Mike Tenay. Goldberg has now exceeded what we thought to be his limit, and he looks tough.
Still fighting back as strong as ever. Punches to the back, now sets up Meng in the corner.
Goldberg right across the throat of Meng. Referee Randy Anderson stepping in. Oh, Randy, get out of the way. Oh, but Meng with a boot. Goldberg needs to keep his mind on Meng. Don't worry about the referee. Just keep your hands off of Randy Anderson. Headbutt from Meng into the side of the head.
Well, Meng trying to wear down Goldberg, trying to get him off of his game. That one concentration lapse when he'll lose focus so that he can apply that Tongan Death Grip.
Goldberg on the lookout, staying out of the way when he sees an opening that Meng may put that Tongan Death Grip around his throat. He sidesteps it, just like Meng. When he sees that Goldberg may have an opening to put the jackhammer on, he's going to take a couple of steps to the side, and I don't blame either man.
What a slugfest this has been. Punches and forearm smashes from both men. Now Goldberg tries to get Meng out of the corner, and does finally.
Shoots him into the turnbuckle, a boot to the midsection of Meng. Goldberg gonna try it one more time. Right back into the turnbuckle. Goldberg taking his time, coming into the corner. Not gonna get caught. Randy Anderson with the warning for Goldberg. He doesn't care. Some right hands across the jaw of Meng.
Goldberg just measuring Meng, connecting with the right hands, but he's losing that concentration right there. He went to have words with the referee Randy Anderson, and he fell prey to the big boot from Meng.
And Meng putting the boots and the chops to the back of the head of Big Bill Goldberg.
Wow, this is a shocking scenario. How many times have we seen Bill Goldberg on the receiving end of this kind of offense?
Goldberg has now been taken past the 5-minute mark. He still looks tough, and Meng is being hammered by Goldberg. Goldberg shoots Meng into the corner, takes his time with a clothesline, and Meng all but out on his feet, and Jimmy Hart is beside himself at ringside.
Well, Jimmy Hart cheering on. I don't know whether it's strategy for Meng or trying to distract Goldberg.
I don't think there's any distracting Goldberg unless you're the referee in this one. Goldberg just wearing his man down. Meng firing back. No effect on Goldberg. How often has Meng's punches had no effect on an opponent?
Well, can Goldberg follow up the advantage? No, because he walks right into the boot. Oh, caught him.
Oh.
Power slam, and he drove him head first to the mat. Jimmy Hart up on the ring apron.
Is Meng conscious? That was head first onto the canvas. Jimmy Hart from up top. Oh, no.
And Jimmy Hart goes, oh! Jimmy Hart goes airborne. Oh, my.
Head first. Break out the scoring cards. That's about a 4.3 degree of difficulty, and Goldberg charges in and levels Meng.
Speared him with the takedown. That's usually the prelude to the jackhammer.
Here we go. Jackhammer time.
It's a combination two-step move. First the suplex, then the power slam.
That could do it. Can he defeat Meng? Yes! Bill Goldberg gets the victory over Meng, and look at the intensity in that man's face.
Well, the strength